Hey everyone, welcome to Uncomplicate by Freshworks, where we answer one question every day with one expert. In case you folks are listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So today I have Matthias, who's the founder of GetAccept. They've been a great partners to us. So before I introduce the topic, welcome to Uncomplicate, Matthias.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So he's in the other part of the world from Sweden. But what he's gonna, tell us is going to be like super applicable. Especially, I'm looking forward to this insight. So Matthews is going to be talking about creating an employee experience, a great employee experience that will enable your company to have, a group of top performers, or home of stars, as he calls it. So, what is your tip for creating home of stars, Matthias?
Yeah, I mean, this is something I really believe in, that you should spend a lot of time to work with. I mean, normally we talk about sales and marketing. I mean, that's what we're doing on a daily business. But to scale and build a successful company, you need to build a home of stars as well. So just to give you like a little bit background of GetAccept, we have been growing from 27 people to over 100 just during this year. So you need to have like a really good process to handle them, and you need to keep the employees as well. And we also have offices in 7 different countries in the world. So it's also a challenge how you keep the culture. So my best tactics how to build a home of stars is actually, first thing, to share and make sure that you have a great vision, that you can be 100% transparent so everyone can be aligned with the goal. And that's of course something everyone says, that they have a good culture, but it's actually how you work with it that's really important. And one tactic or platform or tool that actually worked very good for us to make it very transparent was to start work with OKRs. Mm-hmm. That's a thing from Google to structure like a lot of different tasks and so on, so everyone can be aligned all the way up to the vision. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can say another thing that we spend a lot of time with also is to find the right type of people that really fits into our culture. So we focus a lot on the recruitment process to attract the right people. And we have a lot of great things there to like try to stand out. I mean, recruitment process is a little bit like a sales process. You need to stand out, you need to be unique. And we use a lot of different tactics there. One of them is actually speed dates, meaning a little bit like dating people. We invite a lot of people to our office and they have different rooms. So we try to have at least 20 to 30 people at the time. They have 5 rooms. They meet a lot of different people, always one founder. We have 4 founders in GetAccept. Mm-hmm. And some rooms with like more traditional questions, and some rooms with crazy questions like how big is the business of baby seats in Italy? Just like give them make them very uncomfortable in the process, just to get that feedback as well. And actually the person just like hanging out with the people when they're not in the room also have a lot of impact when we decide who to hire and not, or to continue in the process. Mm-hmm. So after that process, we just meet all of us and decide directly. So our recruitment process is very fast. We decide every day who will continue or not. So no long processes here. We also use VR recruitment just to stand out, so you can play and be in a situation where you try to sell our product in a good way, just to see how they handle different type of stakeholders, complex decision maker structure, and so on. Mm-hmm. And we have something called the GetAccept score, and that's a combination of cognitive tests, personal tests, and also what we think is the fit. So we always score all employees with a score. That makes it very easy for us to know if it's a good candidate or not. Got it. So we try to work a lot with employee branding. So as much as you need to create like a marketing persona that's very popular nowadays, we actually created like an employee persona as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then of course, make sure that you have a great introduction program when you onboard them. And actually the onboarding starts at the same time as you meet the customer or the candidate the first time. Mm-hmm. And we know that it's very important to have a great candidate experience. So even if it's not perfect match with the first candidate, make sure that they get the best experience, because that person will probably refer more candidates to you in the future. So I think that's something really important.
Got it.
And we have solved the recruitment process. You need to keep them. So at GetAccept, we actually have less than 1% in terminations of our employees.
Wow, you said less than 1%. Is that right?
Yes, and that's something we work very. I mean, if you hire the right people, it should be zero. But of course, things happening. So, so it's very important to like it is 1% per month. That's important to say, of course. But we work very hard with a career program called Get Next. So we always make sure that we have a next step for the person. And we have weekly BOS programs to make sure that we level up all persons, that they can be challenged. Because nowadays, it's not salary that's the most important thing. It's how people can improve the skills and be better. That's how you keep them. And with the Get Next program, we also make sure that you have a great career plan, and meaning that we want to hire people starting on like SDR level. But SDRs, it can be, to be honest, a little bit hard work. That's maybe the hardest position. But we also put them in another context. We always put them in something we call squads, meaning that they work with account executives, they work with customer success and so on. So they work close to people having the positions that they probably will have very soon. So squads is something I really recommend to make sure that they not get bored and see actually the result of the effort they put in directly.
Got it.
And of course, I mean, when you have a lot of different offices, it's very important that you don't forget to have control. So as much as you have control of a customer NPS, you should have control of employee NPS and set goals and so on. That should definitely be in your own OKRs. So we have full control of the temperature, what's happening in the different offices, and what we can do to be a better person. So always think about your employee as your customers. Make them happy, then they will stay. And of course, people spend more time at the office than actually what they do with the families. So make sure that you are the best family member they can have. Make sure that you invite them to great parties, company parties. Make sure that you bring them on trips and give them that family feeling. It should be fun to go to work, or else you will lose them very fast. That's just one of the things we do.
Yes, I think, of all the points that you said, what I really liked was your last point, where you said that, treat your employees like a family, which is something that at Freshworks we strongly believe in. So our CEO keeps repeating, right? It's not about work-life balance, or it's got to be about work-life integration, right? So you enjoy what you do, you'll never feel like you're coming to work.
Absolutely. I mean, or else you will definitely lose that employee, 100%.
Yes. I think, you put it out very beautifully, and, it kind of shows why GetAccept is, growing at the pace at which it is growing. So thank you for sharing your knowledge, Matthias. It was a pleasure hosting you for Uncomplicate.
Thank you. See you out there.
Yes.